I learned many years ago to do my best to accept lessons when presented to me. So the piano does not need to fall on my head. So the piano is when a lesson has to get so loud and aggressive because you're not listening. It hits you so hard that it's like the piano has fallen on your head. My lesson was about presence, again, and it was delivered via piano at a plant medicine ceremony. Greetings, my name is Dawn from Project Liberate, where I'm concerned with all things that have to do with personal and spiritual liberation. Please look at my previous videos and build your life fitness if you too want liberation. We are all on a spiritual journey, whether we know it or not, whether we're doing it with intention or not. Each of the video segments I produce are based on my own spiritual journey. Our journeys look different, but the lessons are universal. Same themes told through different stories. Because it has meant so much to me to learn what I've learned and continue to learn, I'm sharing it. Through these videos, perhaps I can help or support someone. That is the offering. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you find the content in this video valuable. In this video, I'm going to share a recent huge lesson hand-delivered through plant medicine. Plant medicines are ayahuasca, psilocybins, mushrooms, etc. You receive them as medicine. This is not recreational. After wrestling with and landing on an intention for my experience, I recently participated in a plant medicine ceremony. A plant medicine ceremony is where you receive plant medicine in a safe container or environment where someone is facilitating the ceremony and at least two others are supporting participants as needed. The intention of one's plant medicine ceremony can be to receive healing or understanding, clarity, evolution, etc. The effects of plant medicine allow you to go beyond the conscious mind to access aspects of yourself you might not be able to get to from the conscious mind. My intention was to have more clarity around how I will financially liberate myself, as I intend for the 24-25 school year to be my last year as a full-time teacher. And being financially liberated is a major goal for me, period. It's as if the medicine laughed at my fairly surface intention. I'm only referring to it this way, like fairly surfaced, because I'm already actively working towards this goal. It's like ayahuasca said, "Oh, that's cute, but you're going to get what you need." And she delivered it with a heavy hand. Maybe I wouldn't have heard her if she hadn't have spoken so loudly and harshly. But she did, and I heard her, and I continue hearing her receiving downloads as she keeps breaking this lesson down into its finest bits, showing me all the places in my life where this lesson applies so a knucklehead like me gets it. I recovered. This plant medicine journey was very abrasive and challenging. Ayahuasca, wanted me to hear her. So she was right in my face, screaming for my attention. Although I told myself to breathe deeply and try to be present to the experience, I couldn't handle the medicine's method of delivery. I was like, no! I wanted out. I was in full resistance. I wanted to undo my state, but it's like a 5-hour journey, so there was no turning back. I was not graceful in the least. So she dropped that lesson on me like a plum on my head, and although I questioned whether or not this was the message, because it seemed so simple and certainly wasn't about my intention, I have come to realize how significant the message is. The message was, you aren't or can't even enjoy the journey. Sounds simple, right? Just wait and see. I distinctly remember waiting in anticipation for the schedule for the next semester being available while in the trenches of the final stretch of the then current semester. The way I survived the gnarly, stressful end of the semester, weighed down by studying, essays, finals, was to fantasize about the classes of the upcoming semester. Looking forward to the classes of the next semester helped me to survive the misery of the present. See where I'm going with this? That is a clear example of how I have practiced gutting it through, white-knuckling it through the pain of the present by focusing on something else. As a single mother who was also working 2 to 3 jobs, I would have applauded myself at the time for surviving, because surviving the semester by passing my classes was my goal. It was a very useful strategy at the time, simple yet effective, but ultimately it was practice and avoiding the present moment. I was perfecting the art of avoiding the journey when it wasn't enjoyable. I gave my example of escaping the present by dreaming of the future, which is a technique I have employed in various circumstances, like dreaming about how I would help my family or myself in the world after winning the lottery to relieve the pain of the financial monotony I'm experiencing. Another example I think clearly shows my avoidance of present circumstances is a hiking experience I had. A close friend of mine does an annual hike that she's been doing since she was a child when staying at a cabin with her family. The hike is 12 miles round trip. While visiting her in the cabin one year, I agreed to do the hike. In true goat form, I am a Capricorn, I hiked at the front of the pack. I hiked fast and hard. I just wanted to get it over with. I just wanted to get it done. What I didn't do was enjoy it. I mean, how could I? I was just focused on the end. The bits in between were in our life. The stress on my thighs and calves, feeling winded after climbing a steep hill, the desire to take breaks, fatigue, and general discomfort were all a part of the experience. Instead of feeling those parts, the living that happened in between the start and the finish, I pushed forward, giving little regard to what I was experiencing. I was just focused on the end, on it being over. I didn't enjoy myself. I just accomplished the goal. Is the goal to get to the end, the destination, without living the journey along the way? Is the goal to skip the living to reach the destination with less stress and pain? I mean, is it? The hard part about the lesson is that I've done so much work around being present with my emotions, feelings, thoughts, actions, and came to the realization a while ago that not being present to one's not positive emotions, feelings, and thoughts is a practice in feeling less. You can't just feel less negatively, selectively. When you feel less, you just feel less overall. That includes the good. You're just turning down your volume on feeling. It's an overall numbing. When you avoid feeling, you're avoiding fully living. To not feel fully, good or bad, you aren't fully living. You're spending your time avoiding rather than living. It's a hard pill to swallow that you've spent so much of your life not fully living. This is my one, right now, precious life. I feel the pain of not really living it by feeling it all. The bumps, the bruises, and all. I feel the pain and shame all over again because I didn't see how I was avoiding present experiences by escaping in one fashion or another. I didn't see it. It was in my blind spot, shadowy material. On my journey, I choose that all the dark come to the light. That can feel like getting beat over the head by something, but if it were to stay in the dark, how would that work? I suppose I would just keep on kind of living at 65%, not really fully living. I did not incarnate into this life to do that, so I humbly bow to the medicine for giving me just what I needed so I can savor this one sumptuous life. That doesn't mean that I have to like everything. But when I don't like something or the journey at whatever juncture, I will practice being with my experience, my emotions, myself. Now that I can see what's been in my blind spot, it's no longer in hiding. My eyes are open to this now. I choose to be vigilant and committed to live deeply and fully as I create new neural pathways in my brain to stay with my experience, myself, no matter what. I will explore how I got here, especially after doing so much work in this area, and my approaches to staying present. For now, please ponder this. Where in your life are you avoiding? What would you gain by accepting being right where you are? Accepting where you are does not mean liking nor staying where you are, but it is the choice to fully live no matter where you are at any given moment. Remember, you are the light of the world. That's why you're here. That's your only function. I am the light of the world. That's why I'm here. That's my only function. May you be well. May you be happy. This has been a 721 Yellow Banana production. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found the content in this video valuable. I'd really appreciate it.